Hello friends, welcome to Crusader Academy's online classes. This is Rupesh Jadhav. Today I am dealing with another chapter of India Yearbook. As you can see on your screen, it is communication and information technology, and let me tell you my friends, this is very important topic. In fact, I can't think that I will able to finish this chapter in two videos, because here each and every line is very much important, and the students who are preparing for civil services, Union Public Service Commission, UPSC civil services, those those who are preparing for state civil services, whether it may be APPSC, TSPSC, MPSC, KPSC, कोई भी किसी भी स्टेट का, विच एवर स्टेट यू मे बी, okay, there will be definitely some questions on this topic in almost all exam. Okay, I can't say that only particularly this exam, whether you go for banking or whether you go for administrative exam or whether you go for defense exam. Okay, everywhere the questions will be definitely there, and here I will have to make many videos on this topic. Okay, so let's start without wasting our time. I'm going to start this chapter. Okay, before that I will like to tell you, please do subscribe my channel Crusader the Guardian. I am coming back after 2 years span, and also give like, put comment. Your comments will be motivating me, and share this video as much as you can. Okay, so now communication and information technology. Now here is one more thing you have to take in the note, that this communication and information technology is not handled by only one ministry. Okay, it is handled by two ministry. Number one, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and number two, Ministry of Communication. Okay, so there are two different ministry. Number one is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and second one is the Ministry of Communication. Okay, so again, other than this, the MET, so the Ministry of Electronics and Technology promotes e-governance. Okay, now the question might come, who is going to handle this e-governance part? Okay, so let me tell you. So Ministry of Electronics and Technology promotes e-governance. Okay, this is important. And sustainable growth of electronics, IT and ITES industry. Okay, it is not communication, it is Ministry of Information Technology. So it is handling the this e-governance and growth of electronics, IT and ITES industries. Okay, while Ministry of Communication looks after the Department of Post. Very important, Postal Department and Department of Telecommunication. Okay, so here we come to know that Ministry of Communication has two functional, one is post and another one is telecommunication. Okay, while Ministry of Information Technology, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, it is handling electronics, item related to electronics. Then it is handling IT industries and IT enabled services. ITES means IT enabled services like BPO industries. Okay, moreover the question comes on this also. Okay, so this one is this and another website is this. So what is MEITY? Sorry, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Okay, TY is for technology, MEITY. So this is of this ministry, Electronics and Information Technology. While for Ministry of Communication, it is this one, India Post. Okay, now next part of this, most important, very every year there will be the questions on this part, postal. Let's go through it. So the modern postal system, we change the shade. The model postal system, the most preferred facilitatory system, it was established in India by Lord Clive in 1766. Now imagine the postal services or the communication. Okay, first a facilitator of communication was established by Lord Clive in 1766, which was further developed by Warren Hastings in 1774. Okay, and then for the first time the post offices were regulated by the Act of 1837. So try to understand who established postal system. The modern postal system was established by Lord Clive. When it was introduced? It was introduced in 1766. Who developed it? It was developed by Lord Warren Hastings. In which year? In 1774. Okay, the post offices are still governed, okay, by this Act of 1837. Thereafterward, the Post Office Act of 1854 came. Okay, so the Act of 1854, still now we are going through we are running the same act under our postal system is running under the same act. Okay, but it got the statute, whatever the statute presently is there to the postal services, it was given by the Indian Post Office Act of 1898. So it is another important act. It was established by the act, means it was developed by the act, regulated by the Act of 1837. Okay, all uniformity was there by the Act of 1837, and the current statute has been given by the Indian Post Office Act of 1898. Okay, then the mail order service were started with the value payable system introduced in 1877. Okay, while the fund remittances, जो दरवाजे पे आके जो तार आना या फिर मनी ऑर्डर आना, मनी ऑर्डर सर्विसेज, it was started from 1880. So you have to note down everything year wise, write the year and what happened in that year. In this way you have to make the notes of this topic. Okay, then post office bank saving banks in 1882, which gives banking facility. Okay, so the banking facility was provided in 1882 by the post office saving bank, right? And by 1884 all government employees were covered by the postal life insurance. This is another point. We have to see which are the postal life insurance. There are 4 postal life insurance, very important, question comes on that also. So 1884 all government employees were covered by the postal life insurance. Okay, now next topic, organization overview of this postal service. Okay, so and again it comes under the Ministry of Communication. We know that the Postal Service Board, which is the apex management body of the department, it is Postal Service Board. It comprises of the chairman and 6 members. Okay, the 6 members of the board hold the portfolios of number 1 personnel, number 2 operation, number 3 technology, number 4 postal life insurance, number 5 banking, and number 6 HRD and planning. Okay, so again I am going to note it down. I am trying to, there are 6 members from different, these 6 members. Okay, who are they? So they hold the portfolio. Okay, personnel, number 2 operations, number 3 technology, number 4 postal life insurance, number 5 banking, and number 6 HRD, human resource development and planning. Okay, so the permanent invitee of this board, to to the board is the joint secretary and financial advisor to the department. Okay, the chairman of postal service board is also the secretary of the department of post, right? The director general and additional director general of the department also participates in board's meeting. So now this is important. The question comes on this part also. Okay, the postal service board. So here I am mentioning what is important. Organization overview, which is the main organization. Again, I am trying to point out. So it is postal about service board. Okay, so one chairman and 6 member. Okay, the members have this portfolios. I have already marked. If you want to check it out, please go back and check it again. And financial services, which are the financial services provided by Department of Post. Okay, is operating small saving scheme on behalf of Ministry of Finance. They are operating small saving scheme on behalf of Ministry of Finance. Okay, try to understand. Then the Post Office Saving Bank, POSB. This question comes, what is the long form of POSB? So Post Office Saving Bank has a customer base and it provides through 1.54 lakh post offices. So this is the largest post office network in the world. Let me add you here. Here there is not mentioned. So it is the network, largest network in the world. Okay, world's largest network. This question comes, how many post offices are there in India? It is 1.54 lakh post offices across the country. Now, which are the small saving schemes? Which are the small saving schemes run by the Department of Post Office on the behalf of Ministry of Finance? Don't get confused. सो आप लोगों ने सुना होगा, नंबर 1 RD रिकरिंग डिपॉजिट, नंबर 2 TD टाइम डिपॉजिट, नंबर 3 MIS मंथली इनकम स्कीम, नंबर 4 पब्लिक प्रोविडेंट फंड PPF, नंबर 5 नेशनल सेविंग सर्टिफिकेट, नंबर 6 किसान विकास पत्र, नंबर 7 Senior Citizen Saving Scheme, that is SCSS, and number 8 Sukanya Samriddhi account. Try to remember 8. So which are the services run by this? Oh God. So number 1 is RD recurring deposit, number 2 is TD time deposit, number 3 is MIS. In question these short forms are mentioned, not the long form. Please note this. Number 4 PPF, number 5 National Savings Certificate, number 6 Kisan Vikas Patra KVP. Question is there definitely. Number 7 Senior Citizen Savings Scheme, and number 8 Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana or account. Okay, so these are also there. Other than these financial account, there is mutual fund products also of UTI. The mutual fund products of UTI only are being retailed through post office. Okay, it is important, this question comes in exam. So mutual funds of UTI is given by means of post offices. Okay, so this is about the financial services. Then one more point I will add, then I will end this video. International money transfer service, this is important. The ad of Western Union is shown. Okay, so you might be aware about that ad, that if a person is living abroad and he wants money urgently, so the Department of Post Office, Government of India with Western Union Financial Service. Okay, so this question comes, who transferred? If you want money outside, if you are in European country, if you are in American countries, or if you are in any Asian countries, who and you want money there urgently, so who takes responsibility of that money transfer? So it is this Western Union. Okay, remember this. I told you here, I can't ignore any word. I can't say that we are going to skip this thing in this topic. Okay, and it is the state of the art international. State of the art means, I will say, indigenously, means made by the India only. Okay, which enables instantaneous money transfer around 195 countries. So if next time you are in any country, check out whether there is Western Union service, obviously, because I think near about 202 or 212 countries are there mentioned in United Nations. Okay, last time I have read about 204 countries are there in United Nations. Out of those 195 countries, we have Western Union financial service. So at any country you might be there, you will get the money instantly. Okay, so this was about some part financial services, mutual funds, then organization overview, and the post. So I am stopping this video here, and it will go much more lengthy. Let me check out whether I can continue. So it is much more lengthy, so this is part 1 and this is only first page. Okay, so we have to check out more pages here. Stay tuned, give like to my video, please do comments. Your comment will motivate me, क्योंकि किताब बहुत भारी है दोस्तों. आपका एक कमेंट एक वीडियो तो ज़रूर बनाएगा मेरा. ओके, अगर 2 कमेंट मिले तो 2 वीडियो बन ही जाएंगे. So please give comment, give likes, share this video as much as can, and also subscribe my channel Crusader the Guardian. Okay, let me check out how many pages are there. Check out how many pages are there. I'm telling you. So please let's go through this, and stay tuned and subscribe my channel Crusader the Guardian. Thank you very much.